A good day, Rav Shabbos. This week's Parshas Tetzaveh. Parshas Tetzaveh. I just want to try to learn something out from the first pasuk of Parshas Tetzaveh, where the pasuk tells us that we're to take shemen zayizach kasis lamar lahalis ner tamid, pure olive oil crushed for the menorah to raise a constant flame. So I think we could learn something very important from this. The menorah, when we lit the menorah, it wasn't necessarily the most dramatic of the avodas. The Keteris had a smoke that rose up to the sky. The Aron Kodesh was only be able to be seen once a year just by the Kohen Gadol. So that wasn't necessarily the most dramatic of the avodas, lighting the menorah, but it was constant. It was always done every day. It was always done. And that is a big lesson that I think we could learn about our Avodas Hashem. Judaism is not built on bursts of inspiration. Judaism is built on consistency. Anyone could feel uplifted once in a while. Anyone can have a great davening once in a while, a Yom Kippur moment, so to say. Anyone can get excited at a kumzitz or by a great speech. Anyone can feel inspired by those moments. But what defines a person is not the fire of one big moment. What defines a person is the quiet flame that keeps burning every single day. That's what separates a person in their Avodas Hashem. The few minutes of learning that you would do, the tefillas that you have with kavana, daily acts of chesed that are done, small, steady, consistent. That's the path of Avodas Hashem, and that's what this pasuk and that's what this parsha is teaching us. And perhaps that's why this parsha, the only one without Moshe Rabbeinu's name, starting from Shemais until Devarim, the only one without Moshe Rabbeinu's name, focuses so heavily on ongoing avodah, because Moshe represented the dramatic leadership, the makos, the miracles, the revelation at Har Sinai. But Tetzaveh teaches us something much deeper, I think. Greatness is not in the dramatic. Okay, greatness is in the daily. It's absent of Moshe Rabbeinu. It's absent of the miracles of Moshe Rabbeinu. It's the daily consistent avodah that was done. That is what separates us. That is true greatness. The menorah didn't roar. The menorah glowed. And that glow lights up the whole Mishkan. And that's how our life is also. In our own lives, we don't have to be spectacular. We don't have to be dramatic. We have to be steady and we have to be consistent. That is the way of the Avodas Hashem. And I think that's the lesson of the first pasuk of this week's parsha. May we be zeicha to be consistent in our Avodas Hashem. Have a wonderful Shabbos.